Hi, I'm Dr. Cheryl Meier, aka Cheryl or Dr. Cheryl, but right now I'm just speaking as a mom to other moms. I love educating people and being educated myself and keeping my mind active, and I have two little kids. So I don't know how it is for you, but it can be really isolating, especially when they're babies, and I was nursing for a long time for both my kids. Um, So I found this app. My uncle told me about this app. I didn't know about it. Usually you hear it from younger people, but I heard it from my older uncle. But I thank him for that. But it has changed my life. So I am not getting paid by anyone to do this. I'm going to speak pretty quickly so that I can get to this so that you can see this. So because I don't know how much time you have. And sometimes we look at a video and we're like, 9 minutes. I don't have 9 minutes. Sometimes we have. Anyway, I'll stop. I tend to go off sometimes. But so he showed me this app and he showed me in about 3 minutes how to use it. And I've told so many people about it because for us as moms, like I said, our brains start going, like into mush in some ways because we're always just, even if we try to have conversations with our girlfriends and stuff like that, it's just, we get like 2 minute conversations and stuff like that. And because the kids are always interrupting. And so, but there are down times like taking kids to the park or I take my kids to taekwondo, karate, or gymnastics or whatever, trampoline class or wherever we're taking them. And so what this is it's an app where you can download books for free. You pay one time for the app, and the app is $9, so it's expensive. I know for some of my mom friends are like, "What? I'm not paying $9." But you get the books. You can get books for free. You only pay $9 once, and then you pick out a voice that you like. And so when you're at the park or when you're on your way driving to all these places back and forth, look, I have it set on Pride and Prejudice, of course. You just push play.
Reminded by her own satisfaction in being with him, as well as by his evident admiration of her former favorite George Wickham. And though, in comparing them, she saw there was less captivating softness and Darcy came so often to the parsonage, it was more difficult to understand. Fitzwilliam's occasionally laughing
you
at
can
his
just touch the screen, actually.
Proved that he was generally different, which her own knowledge of him could not have told her.
I prefer the voice Brian, but Brian's not working right now. When I updated my phone, he stopped working for some reason. So I use Hugh. If you want a male voice, this guy is British. I listen with him a lot. I think that was Heather that was just talking.
I believe this changed the effect of love, and the object of that love, her friend Eliza. She set herself seriously to work to find it out. She watched him whenever they were at Rosings, and whenever he came to Hunsford. But without much success. He certainly...
So if you want to educate yourself, and I mean, to me, it's like a classic education. Any old book, all the old books are free. Like you can get all of George MacDonald's, G.K. Chesterton's, some of C.S. Lewis's, not the Narnia books, but George MacDonald has The Princess and the Goblin, and there's all sorts of the red fairy book, the blue fairy book, the violet fairy book. There's fairy books, so you can pick a voice that can read aloud. And I'm not saying all the time to do this with your kids or anything. As a psychologist, I can't say that, but it's so good for them to hear. But this is more for you guys. I mean, dads too, if there's stay-at-home dads with their kids. There's the website Gutenberg has all the free PDF books. They're EPUBs, and you just go here. You push home, the home button. There's a home button at the top, and you push plus at the bottom here. And it has, I know you can't see this, and it's backwards, but I'll tell you what it says right there. It says iCloud, iTunes, web browser, editor, clipboard, Gutenberg. So you can copy and paste books in here. You can have it read websites for you. If you have a blog that you follow, it will read it out loud to you. So I know, like I said, it's sometimes I put an earbud in one ear, and if I'm at the park and the kids want me to watch them, they can be playing. I can make sure they're okay and everything, but I can be listening to a book in one ear. So you let's say you open it, you push web browser, you go to a web browser that you've already found on your Safari or whatever, find the book, copy and paste it, and go in web browser, paste it there, and it'll download the book. You just push save all, and it saves it. It's pretty easy, self-explanatory. If you just find a PDF on your phone and download it when you're on Wi-Fi, if you don't have free data, you tap your screen and it'll say open in, and you just push VoiceStream, and it opens it in VoiceStream, and you have it there. And all you do is you find a book. And for me, I've been reading. I studied Greek in school and Hebrew, and I lived in Montreal for a year, so there's French, but I don't know that very well. But I find all these old books like Boethius, The Consolation of Philosophy from 427, or Thomas Kempis, The Imitation of Christ, or St. John of the Cross, or Teresa of Avila. There's that website. There's a website called ccel.org or .com, I can't remember, but it's Christian Classics Ethereal Library. And I found all sorts of old books from the 300s, 400s, 1100s, 1300s, and they're just really, really quality, well-written books that have stood the test of time. And there's, I don't know if I mentioned, like Aristotle, Plato, the Iliad, the Odyssey, all of Jane Austen's books, Charlotte Bronte's books, Jane Eyre, all of those kinds of books. You can get them, and you don't realize, like, our brain is like a muscle, and so you keep it activated and keep it sharp, and you can continue to make yourself wise and understanding about life, so that we have more to give to our kids and to those around us when you keep enriching your own brain. I mean, I do this with therapy with people, not with this, but I'm always wanting them to get more resources, not just inundate themselves with resources, but how to heal themselves. And I always want to pass things along. So this is just something that came into my life that's really helped me not feel as isolated, and just really learn how to better my life, and to keep thinking the deep thoughts that I like thinking, and understand things in a more rich way. Anyway, glad to meet you. If you're seeing me for the first time, you are, because this is my first video on camera. I didn't want to do camera before. I've done some seminars on my channel, so leave comments if I can help. I'll do my best to help. Or scroll up if there are comments, if I've already answered people's questions. I don't know, I think I said this, I'm not getting paid to do this. There's zero payment. This is just something that's really benefited my life, so I wanted to pass it on to you. It's already 8 minutes long, sorry. I wish you the best, so much love to you. You're not alone. There are lots of resources out there for moms. I'll try to put more in links of this video, and for dads, but for all of us, I have a lot of friends having babies right now, so I wanted to make this for them, because I just keep telling them over, it's like I'm not trying to sell anything. If they come out with something for free, you know that I am going to say something about it, because I'm all about free stuff. But this is such a good investment, and you can get all these books. Much love to you. Thanks.